Defiant pussy.
Oh, there you are. Accept friend request. I wish you could just team up, but you can't team up. So now I'm gonna have to go out and find the server. How much playtime do you have?
I should be good for at least an hour and a half. So,
No. How much playtime do you have?
oh, no, I'm a complete noob. I didn't get a chance to start playing.
You gotta get an hour in before you can go join private servers, unless you can join private servers. Can you join private servers? Go click on private servers.
See my servers?
No, private servers.
What would that be under?
Okay, click play in the top right.
Alright.
See it says open world?
Yep.
Click that, and then it goes private servers, so they're going down to the left. Does it let you in?
Yep, it lets me into private servers.
Okay, so there's a server that's called AVL server. It's PvE, which means player versus everything, not PvP, so you can't kill each other, which is probably the best thing you want to get started at. It's not using the trial because apparently this is a trial version. And they want you to pay money to play the real version, but let's do that. You see it?
Is it an exclamation mark ALO or?
It's full, never mind. We gotta go somewhere else.
Alright.
Okay, this one's almost nearly full. This one's nearly also shit. Okay, well, fucking right full. Where's the refresh button? Let's see if we can find any empty servers with at least 2 spaces in them. 9 out of 10.
You know, all of the servers are saying they only have a 0 out of 0.
They're either empty or they're locked.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of them are locked. There's one that's unlocked called BLT Game World Colorado 6. Or just B1.
PLT?
Yeah, BLT. Looks like it has a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, but it's got that lock on it, which means it's locked. You can't get in without a password.
Oh. Okay. Another one. Uh-huh.
I guess they're all full right now, which sucks.
Yeah. Are you able to set up your own server then?
You have to pay for it.
Oh.
Whoops. I think I just joined the server accidentally.
Which server was it?
No idea. I wasn't paying attention. Try to follow me in. If it says server's full, try again. If not, then I'll leave the server. We'll go do something else.
Alright.
Go to your thing. Go to your friends and see where I am, and it says join friends.
Okay, so just look through my friends then.
Which should only be me.
Really don't care for this whole Facebook thing being pushed.
Well, they want you to join Facebook because...
I know they want me to join.
Because
they're not getting dick from me.
Facebook is dying.
Good.
And they need to do shit like they encourage people to go and like live stream games on it. And I don't know, participate again. But really they're just building a bigger and bigger echo chamber, so that's kind of frustrating in itself. Which I really should make a video about, which I actually did just make a video about, but it's not finished, because Sigurd's gonna put the other half of the video up, and she's taking forever.
So you're doing a collab then?
A what?
Collab. Collaboration?
She kind of jumps into whatever videos I do if she wants to add something. If she's got time. Or, actually every video that she does is a collaboration, because I do all the videos. She records the audio, does the research, and I actually do the rest of the video stuff.
Okay.
So, yes.
See, I was thinking of doing like a part-time with someone where I could have them present, like when I have my mental block, what videos I want to do.
I can't hear a single thing you're saying right now because I'm punching a zombie in the face. But go ahead. Try again.
Oh. I was saying, I was kind of thinking about doing like a collab or something like that, like helping out someone else to try to do like video editing for maybe some of my friends who I know don't actually know how to edit videos.
Right.
But one of the, like, especially when I'm having like my mental blocks where I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
Right.
And I think one issue that I normally came across with that is it never seems to...
Did it let you into the server?
It did. It's loading game data just right in the middle of me just getting in, though.
Okay.
I'm slowly learning the functions of my character, like putting up a flashlight, how to slash at people. I think one issue right now is the fact that I don't have a gun to really shoot at anything.
Let me know when you're in. I already found a bunch of guns and a sword. I'm slowly learning the mechanics of the game. Oh, there's a save. So I can help out if you need anything.
Oh, I just got disconnected from the server.
Okay, try entering it again. Did it give you a specific error message?
No, it didn't. So I don't know if it wasn't an error or if I just got kicked or...
It might be just a server error. And I'm surrounded by zombies, but I can't see where they are.
Told me that I got a timeout.
Okay, try again. That definitely means you should try again.
I think one of the issues too is of the people that I know in person who've done videos, a lot of them kind of drifted apart from.
Right.
A lot of them I already know they've probably just stopped following what I've done because they disagree with me politically on a number of issues, or really just because of one particular stance that I hold.
Which is? Which stance is losing you friends?
Probably the... really hard to say.
It's not that hard to say. You can pretty much tell.
It really isn't. It is quite literally just them disagreeing. Maybe my skepticism of an entire political group is probably most likely.
Most likely.
Yeah, I grew up with people who've been towards the left for a very long time. I don't understand the fascination that a lot of them have with just simply blindly accepting feminism or social justice. I don't understand it. Really questioning anything on the Tumblr side. Ironically, more of them took an issue with the fact that I became a member of the MRA than they actually did with the
That's because they framed the MRA movement like just MGTOW shit. They're like, no, they're evil bastards who are just trying to oppress women. That's the general thing. When you hear men's rights activism, people are like, oh no, Hitler. And because if you actually take a look at it, Hold on. Bandage time.
Also, the thing, one of them when I first started out, I was actually just doing a promotion video to try to promote the Honey Badger radio.
I keep seeing that. Are they any
Keep
good?
seeing them.
Honey Badger radio.
Yeah, they are. They are going through a few issues regarding their stances at looking at human rights issues in Islam.
Right.
Apparently, people can't accept that Islam is just horrible in general towards both the men and women in that society.
Yes, that is a fact.
So whenever they try to discuss what issues the men in that society may be going through, instantly everyone...
Sorry, okay, say that again now.
Okay. When they go over what some issues that the men within those society may be going through, a lot of people tend to throw a fit or try to claim that it's Islam apology. Like, no. It's, if anything, there's a lot of issues with really Islam and the Islamic world that is just very poor in general for the general public. Most of the issues there are human rights issues. They're not specifically gender.
Yes. Islam has a lot of issues as well.
I'm not going to deny issues I take with how they deal with marriages. I'm not going to deny that they have a lot of issues with how they deal and how they try to submit the women in their society.
Are you still not in the game?
I'm in the game, yeah.
Okay.
I just got killed.
See, you gotta tell me these things, because I have to come find you, and the maps are huge in this game.
Okay.
Because it won't bring me closer, it won't bring you closer to me. I'm also almost dead.
Okay.
But at least I have some guns and a sword. So
That's helpful.
okay, so where are you?
I'm currently waiting for game data to load. It just took me out, and it just said that I could not connect. So now I'm just logging in. And the bastards took me off the entire game entirely.
Well, every
I
time you
just
die,
died once.
it does kind of kick you out.
Oh.
That's why you gotta be careful when you die, because it probably throws you into a new server.
Yeah.
So pick another character. And let's see if you can get back in. Oh shit, I totally missed a bunch of awesome shit here for the first time around.
Session. Try again later. What? It just kicked me off. What game session is going on? I'm somehow... Oh, okay.
We have 64 people in the server? Keep trying. You should be able to have more people in the server at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small backpack.
Well, no, it's not even letting me log in with my password into the game.
Wow, that's
yeah.
really fucking weird.
It shut the entire game down, and now I'm at the start page where it's asking for my username and password. When I entered in, it told me game session active.
Hot potato. Oh, okay. That means the game is still working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I found some armor. I found an extra large backpack. I found a fuck ton of guns. My health is still low though. I need food. But I need you to get in here or have me come to where you are. So log in. Let's restart this bullshit.
Alright. You run administrator, yes.
Like, I'm saving a large backpack for you and maybe a few other things.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in, but it's still telling me the same thing.
Okay,
game session.
Control Delete and find the game and close it. That way you can actually have to start the game over again, like restart the entire situation.
Alright.
Does this helmet not have binoculars on it? It doesn't. Okay. Well.
Oh yeah, what most recently went down? I feel like I missed so much with how much. Maybe I'm not missing as much as I think I did.
With what?
Because I noticed a lot of people just firing off about Dragon and him apparently leaving.
Well, let's be perfectly honest. Jen is finally fed up, like completely. She's openly admitting that she wants nothing to do with him. She wants her to fuck away from him. She wants him to fuck away from her. Fenrir is clearly going through his shit with Jax. So that's a thing that's occurring.
Yeah, I kind of saw him whining like a bitch about that.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but there it is. He still thinks I'm really mad at him.
Yeah, I noticed that.
The truth is the same way I told him before. I don't really care. Yeah, that's. There's not much else there. Like I know. Maybe I just haven't been hanging out in the server, in the mine server lately. But I don't really see like there's an issue there. But
That's the thing.
Falco says that Dragon's been fucking messaging him, PMing him a lot with his issues.
I did notice that, yeah.
I don't know what these issues are, but I'm gonna guess they're the exact same issues
That he's been repeating for the past few days.
Yes. Well, a few days, a few weeks, a few months.
A few weeks, months. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, like these aren't new issues. These aren't old issues. These are just issues that he has. He says so himself. They've been around for years. Things he's been trying to solve and fix about himself for generations, I guess. I don't know what the fuck you want to refer to it as.
Decades.
Huh?
Decades. Groups of 10 years.
Yes. Groups of many, many tens and thousands of years. But yeah, it looks like he pulled. I guess he was the first to pull a Fenrir, and then Fenrir pulled a Fenrir, and then. Huh?
Said hence where the name for it came from.
I would say pull the dragon, but the dragon came back very quickly and then apologized to everybody for like a week.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It might not be the first time, might be the next. He might be back in a day or two. Again, and be like, sorry guys, I was being really emotional because of whatever the fuck. But like, the best thing to do is just make fun of him and not care. That's my ultimate situation. Don't pay attention to him and just not care. Like, he went on about how he's going to quit for a bit, but like, why? Where did this come from? This is like a new thing from the last 20 minutes of the conversation before I walked in. This wasn't like hours and hours of stuff. Right? Like, you just popped in and you saw a weird conversation going on. He's like, oh, I think I'm going to leave again.
Yeah.
Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world.
So, I don't know what he's trying to achieve. When Fenrir was whining about Jax, Dragon was all by his side, also sucking his dick, being like, oh, I know what it's like to have feelings not reciprocated to you with somebody while having a long-distance relationship online. And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, does he think he has an actual relationship with Jen? Does he think there's a thing there?
He might. Yeah, he might think that. I think it's mostly just him wishing that it was. Because, to be honest, I don't
Oh yeah, I'm live streaming, so whatever you say can and will be recorded.
Thanks for the warning, bud.
It's okay, you haven't said anything incriminating yet. But I also said I'm going to be live streaming. Half the fun is having someone to talk to while I'm live streaming.
Yeah,
And
that
hopefully
is
getting
fair.
you into the game at some point will also be really interesting.
Which, kind of wondering why it won't let me go with a certain character.
Did they let you into the server? Did you restart the game?
I did. I think the game just froze up on me.
Okay, well, we'll keep trying, I guess.
Alright, there we go. Let me go home. What's going on? What is this game? Okay. Base browse servers. Drivers. Yeah, that's old information. Why are there so many issues?
Because this game still looks like it's in beta, although it's been out for like 7 years.
Yeah, I'm pulling a delete again on this. Hope that's not what I'm going to end up the entire game. At this point, I honestly don't really care if I just outright say I was probably far too sympathetic towards Dragon than I probably should have been. And I think you had like the right attitude. There's really not much of his issues you could actually fix or talk away.
Well, even when you're telling him something that's likely true, and he needs to work on, shit he knows he needs to work on, shit like, he argued and yelled at me, and then went, okay, maybe you were right. And then responded with the exact same point I made. Like, I get I have a latency issue, I get I also don't like to listen to people, I get I fucking interrupt. And I'm like, why the fuck should you yell at me for? This is just trying to help you. Showing you that I even understand what's happening. But, fuck it.
They even did that when we were doing the stream with him, or not stream, the chat with him, where he was talking, and he even just started talking right over you.
Yep.
And it basically degraded towards both of you talking over each other.
Yes. Yes, that did happen. That happens a lot. Not with me, though. Just I've seen it happen before. It's an interesting tactic people use to just feel like they're dominant by just talking over other people.
Or they purposely just not let someone else to get a word in.
Yeah,
I think you were going to say Garmer. Because I kind of felt like that's something he kind of does sometimes. I don't really think that makes sense right when he does it, but sometimes he does actually bring up good points. Dragon doesn't, though.
well, because Dragon doesn't have any points. Especially if the points are about him, aren't they? Like, if you're telling him you're interrupting and then he interrupts you to say that he's not interrupting, that's silly.
Well, I think he knows he's interrupting people, and I think what it is he seems to have it, because Fenrir was getting on him about him having clear issues with how he's communicating to people. And I think most of that comes from the fact that, well, he doesn't always understand. I guess what I'm trying to get at is sometimes it honestly seems like even though you're speaking language, you're talking different languages with him.
Okay, I can kind of see that.
You're saying one thing and you know what you mean. You think he understands what you mean when you say it, but then he somehow gets something else out of it entirely.
Yes.
Or he says something, he clearly thinks he knows what he means, but clearly he doesn't seem to be understanding what he's communicating.
For the first time ever, I actually met a super zombie the other day. It was really, really unpleasant. And it killed me really badly. Like, really badly. Like, I emptied 3 clips and used up all of my healing devices to get the hell away from it. And it still wasn't as frustrating as talking to dragons sometimes. Like, I don't know, he claims to be a rational individual with a clear understanding of what's happening. But I don't think those are real claims. I also think I can see that he's fronting about 4gen. Just making it seem like he knows what's happening, or what he's talking about, or just, I don't know, macho building. I'm really rational, I'm really smart, pay attention to me.
I think that comes from, yeah, again, like another issue. Because it's not just one issue where he just doesn't know how to socialize. It's also he can only really talk to people about maybe one subject, and it becomes increasingly frustrating to some people who really may not priorly have an interest in that subject, or not really know anything about that subject to feel like that they can contribute to the conversation.
Right, it's like I told him, he's really comfortable talking about dragons. Like, really comfortable talking about dragons. The rest of us aren't. I don't know, how much do you know? Let's actually hypothetically talk about this for a second. How much do you know about dragons?
Quite a bit. I used to have a dragonology book when I was a kid, and since then I was actually interested in looking into a lot of the different lores of dragons. But the issue with that is that knowledge a lot of times is almost useless. So I kind of stopped after a while. The most I can view maybe looking into dragons is looking at how different perceive them and what they could possibly mean about them, or in the rare cases, how dragons are introduced into video games.
Right, so you know when you talk to Rational Dragon about dragons, he likes to say no a lot.
Yeah.
He says, no, that's not true, or no, that can't happen, or no, no, no. And you're like, we are talking about mythical
creatures,
creature,
yeah.
where like there is no.
Exactly. It's strictly the realm of yes. You don't get a no. It's improvision for the most part.
Yes,
And
like I could make up facts about my dragons and just call them my dragons, and that is it.
see, I usually use this phrase when I'm discussing, whenever I see someone who's not a Christian or non-religious go and try to attack Christians for their beliefs and say how crazy they are. My response is, it's a lot like having fairy tales compare fairy tales. Or saying, oh no, my fairy tales are the best. Theirs doesn't make sense to me. If you're going to be critical of one set of fairy tales, why not be critical of all of them?
Right. I also hate it when Christians, or at least the church, changes mythology. When they kick a priest out, or when they claim that this one passage in the Bible no longer applies to what it used to apply to.
Yeah, they do that actually fairly often, and technically it is true. Technically, it's And even at that, it's kind of a weak technicality.
But nevertheless, they still do it. The fuck?
They still do it, yes. And that's because the best argument they could really use for that is, well, we actually don't know the
Right.
true... Right.
And
there
then they
are
say that atheists are weird and have no faith. If the church claims themselves, the leaders of the church say they don't know. Uh-oh. And then even they say that they don't know while changing mythology, changing their fantasy realm setting. Who is actually going to have any kind of real faith in this world? What faith do you have? Does Dragon have faith that dragons are real? No, even he's not that deluded.
I would hope he doesn't actually believe dragons are real.
Huh?
With the way he protects them, almost kind of makes you wonder: is he actually convinced that they're real? I don't think so, but
I don't know, I think he said that he knows they're not. But his mythology is very important to him, and he's specific about what kind of dragons he likes. He needs them to have 4 legs and wings, as opposed to legs and arm, or like 2 hind legs and arms. And he's very specific about it. Okay, so where are you in this game? What's happening? I've like almost cleared the entire military base. I'm about to get some fucking vehicles.
the computer just keeps fucking up on me. I legitimately just recently created a new character to actually use. This time I should actually, because for whatever reason the calibration on my computer's gotten weird on me.
Okay. Tell me more.
Like, where I'm placing my mouse, I almost have to place my mouse a slight bit more under the buttons, is what I've noticed. Like on the tabs and so. Not on them like I would expect to.
Oh.
And I think I may have to report this bug,
Okay.
but I've at least caught on to that so that I can actually play the game. I hope it. Fucker. Kicked me.
Again?
Yeah. It says you're not in game. I'm trying to follow where you're at. Oh no, not off the game. It didn't kick me off the game. It just didn't let me connect to your game.
Why?
I mean, told me it just couldn't.
Okay, try to connect
really
one more
give me
time
anything.
and then I'll switch out to a different game. And maybe then you can join me. But let me know when you either fail or succeed. Because, like...
It says here you're not in game.
That is not a fact. You can check my live stream, and I am currently in game.
Huh. Check that again.
Is that a tank? Oh, I wish I could drive tanks.
Yeah, it says not in game still, and status red. I'm not so sure what's going on there.
Okay. I guess we'll try again. What the fuck? Okay, that just kind of fucked me over. Okay, so I guess I'll log out. And try something new. But first, I really do want to check these tanks. I'm sorry, but the tanks come as a priority over you.
Go ahead. I'm gonna see if I can't just join you through play. Do you know which server you managed to find?
US NewZ beginner server 012. No, I don't seem to be able to drive the tank. Well, I do like this gun, so that's good.
Said US 0V.
It was US NewZ beginner server 012.
Huh. It's not even coming up.
That's really weird. Alright, I'm gonna pop out. We'll go join a different server. Hopefully I die because I'm stacked at this point.
Alright.
With a lot of weapons, armor, helmets. Carrying shit to give to you. And now I'm gonna have to leave. Just let me loot this next area. Because fuck, if I join a different game, I can give you lots of stuff as soon as I find you. I do like this gun.
Is it your favorite gun?
It's not my favorite gun because I think it's the first time I've ever used it.
Oh, you'll have time to work it in.
I will. I got plenty of ammunition for it. What are these military vehicles? Why can't I drive these motherfuckers?
I almost kind of feel tempted to... The thing that still bothers, like, makes me really wonder is how exactly did Dragon even get into this, to, like, this side of thinking?
Which side of thinking?
Like, well, you know, kind of more of the anti-SJW sphere. Kind of more of the skeptic sphere.
He calls himself Rational Dragon because he thinks he's rational. And by being rational, that also means that you hold rational views. So you look at the world through a non-SJW... I can't even say through a non-SJW lens. Because... I don't know. He sounds like he's the type of person that would say he needs feminism. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, he does. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, how did he even... Because he definitely doesn't seem like... Yeah, he does seem a lot more like the type who would say, I need feminism because...
Women don't like me who I am. Or...
And maybe he realizes that... But... Because I guess the only way I could really know is if I ask him how he managed to get to the Skeptosphere.
Yes.
But a lot of that is probably going to have to go through...
Sorry, what?
Maybe
A lot of that has to
unpacking.
go where?
Would probably have to be unpacking a lot of stuff that I probably am not going to necessarily care a lot about.
Right.
Or... Because the only potential possibility I can think of is maybe through Gamergate.
That's how most people got into this situation, didn't they?
Yeah,
They kind of got
I know that was the way
to...
I got into it. Well, technically I got into it a little before then through other reasons. For me, it was primarily Gamergate and Metalgate.
Sorry,
Yeah, they
which
tried
gate?
Metalgate.
The fuck is Metalgate?
It was the shortest lasting feminist claim of a gate there ever was, because metalheads don't give a fuck.
Oh, yes, that is a fact. The metal community is fully accepting of women. They are welcome right the fuck in. They just don't last very long because the music is about bashing your head against the... is like bashing your head against the wall.
It is, yeah. And a lot of times the women who do get into metal are usually the types of women who don't feel like they would fit in with society.
Yeah.
So, from that perspective, you are getting into those women who do go against norms, because they're not the norm. So that's another thing that always goes against their claims.
Well, look, if they show up to the metal scene and start talking about toxic masculinity and male violence, That's kind of what that whole movement. That's what metal's about.
Kind of is. It's also about recognition of these things or trying to come to terms with the reality of your surroundings. It really depends on the philosophy that the musicians hold or try to play off of. So a lot of them, there's definitely some glorification, like some of them that joke around about it. I think one song in particular that was fairly interesting was when Lamb of God did their song 512,
Right.
in which the vocalist actually named the song after the prison cell that he served time for murder in Germany.
Right. It's why feminists don't go after rap music either. When's the last time you heard them go after rap? Rap is all about bitches, whores.
I don't think any of them have gone after rap.
Right, but they should. They should go after rap and R&B, but they can't because the moment they do, they'll get laughed out of everywhere.
Well, they have become quite a joke.
Yes,
And
they have, but they haven't realized it yet.
I
And
kind of
what?
wish the media would more treat them
Realize
more
that
like a joke.
feminists?
Mm. I kind of wish that the media would treat feminism a little more like a joke instead of just perpetuating some of the common lines that we would always hear from them.
Oh,
The perpetuating man hatred. Because one of the things I've started to notice more often is I, I've noticed that a lot of men are called creepy when it's very clear what the issue is they feel very uncomfortable even trying to socialize, especially within my age group. A lot of them have grown up around media that tells them that they're toxic, tells them that their their success only means the belittlement of women in society. And
yes.
the and they grow up with all these stuff thrown at them, then they never really learn how to socialize with women and or really how to initiate much conversation. And it ends off kind of making them come off as creepy.
Yes. Motherfucker, this game won't end, and I can't log out? It's not
Hmm.
letting me log out. It's literally saying disconnecting soon, and it won't disconnect me.
I
But,
actually managed to get in. Although I got killed again, I didn't realize characters could kill each other in this server. I thought
yes.
you told me they couldn't. Damn. Should have watched out for that. Guy had full gear too.
But, like, I'm standing here, and I hear zombies crouching around me. It's saying disconnecting
Yeah.
soon, and I can't move.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
fucking shit. I really hope that it doesn't kill me right now, because I was having a lot of fun. And I collected a lot of really cool gear.
I'm gonna catch on to this game somehow eventually. I don't know how. I don't know when. I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna somehow catch up the speed on how to play this game.
Okay. What are you having issues with?
um, to be honest, it really just comes off that I'm having issues with some really dumb shit.
Like what?
um, for one, it it just I am going up to people and they're shooting at me, to put it one way.
Yes.
I'm expecting them not to
Don't.
be able to.
Don't.
Yeah,
If
and
when you're
I'm
stuck in
learning
that
that.
server, in the beginner server,
Mm-hmm.
they are only going to shoot at you.
Okay.
So that's why I said you have to find me, and then you travel as a team.
Okay. Are you still in the server or?
Oh, fuck, it's asking me for my username.